So where do we start with melons?
Yes. Okay. So apparently, all based on its harvesting time. So that's why whenever you're at a market or wherever and you try a melon and it's kind of bland and not tasting well, it's because it was harvested too early. So with this one, it's not going to ripen afterwards as well. It is only perfectly ripe at that time. Now, I find that when you have a good melon, it is intoxicating, the smell, and the flavor is just euphoric almost. But it could be also bland and mealy and crunchy, and that's just not what we want. And I just learned that it's also a part of the cucumber family and related to squash as well.
The things I learn.
We love.
We love this. So what type of melon can we expect to see this season?
Yeah, so I just, for my own mind, I love categorizing melons from sweet versus savory, because we always forget about melons like bitter melon, for example. They kind of look wrinkly and crinkly on the outside. You cut them open. It's very seedy, has a little bit of flesh. With these guys, they are going to be out there and doing very well very soon. There's also the good old watermelon that we were talking about. When it's good, it's crunchy, it's juicy, has this gorgeous sweetness. And then cantaloupes and chanterelles. I just love them so much. They are so intoxicating. And then one that I really, really enjoy watching as well is one that's called cucamelon. They're very tiny. They kind of look like a cucumber.
I've seen them, yes.
Or rather, they look like a little watermelon, but inside it's a cucumber. And I love it so much.
Oh, I have not had one of those yet, but yes.
Yes.
Down for it. Love, I love melon.
Yeah, we all love melon.
Realize that, and I love cantaloupe especially, and sometimes I think it gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
But I would say it's just because people haven't had a good one yet.
Totally.
So now that the melon season isn't here just yet, you're teasing us. Why are we talking about it?
Because it coincidentally happens to be the perfect time to start growing your own melons.
Oh.
You know?
And you do that here?
Absolutely. So this is the perfect time, middle of June. I know we're talking about gardening here, but at the same time, I think it's food literacy and you should know it. So start growing it now. They need a lot of sunlight. They need about 8 to 10 hours of sunlight for about 8 to 10 weeks. And I had the opportunity of chatting with Carissa Casper of West Coast Seeds. And here she was giving me advice on how to pick the perfect variety to grow here on the West Coast for your own garden. Now, starting with cucumber.
I really like our Early Champ and our Kelowna varieties, which are 72 days and 75 days. Both have good disease-resistant packages. And for a watermelon, choosing the smaller fruiting watermelon, like our Yellow Doll and our Diana, which have 70 and 75 days to maturity, are going to ensure that you have enough time to get a crop out of them.
Do pardon me there. I got very excited about cucumber families, and I meant to say cantaloupe. She started with cantaloupe.
That's okay.
Thank you.
So if somebody is planning on growing their own melons, that seems incredibly daunting to me, but that's just me. What are some pro tips?
It sure is possible. Now here, Carissa manages expectations, which I think are very, very important.
Yes.
And she's telling us exactly what to look for each vine.
So each vine is going to produce only 1 or 2 melons. So having a lot of space and growing multiple vines is also going to help you get a lot more out of the crop. And the key to know is that fruit does not ripen off the vine. Unlike tomatoes or some other fruits that you can pick and they can ripen indoors, melons will not ripen.
And with that, she also recommended making sure that if you are growing them, just to have them extended off the ground. Otherwise, it does invite fungus and bacteria.
Okay.